good, y'all, and welcome to the tier list. We're coming back again after doing SGF recap and ranking and all that. That video is in the YouTube channel, youtube.com/AdamGumby. But today, we're going to go over Xbox. Xbox just did their showcase a few hours ago. We have all the announcements, and we're going to talk about what was best, what we liked, what we didn't,
Yeah.
all the good stuff. Today, joining me is John Hansen from Game Sandwich. Bud, tell everyone about yourself.
What's up? Yeah, my name's John. I'm editor over at Game Sandwich. I stream a bit on Twitch and our YouTube. We do a little bit of everything. You can come check us out. It's me, Kevin, Aiden. We all have our different likes and everything when it comes to video games. So you get a little bit of something new about every time you watch us.
Very good. Yeah, everyone go check that out. There's a pretty good reviewer over there, I hear, as well. So if you want to look into that guy,
Yeah, it's me.
writes reviews. Well,
Oh, Adam's all right too. Adam writes for us
I'm fine.
over on GameSandwich.com,
Ooh.
an ad-free website if you want to go check that out.
Very nice. All right, so we're going to go, again, shout out to Game Informer for giving me the list of announcements in order that they happened, because that's key, and not every website breaks it down like that. So we're going to start with, Xbox started with the heavy hitters right up top. Number one on our list, Gears of War E-Day was the first game. Do I have it?
Yeah.
Oh, here's the problem. Where is it?
Where is it?
Give me 1 second. I gotta pull up my thing. But keep going. Yeah, Gears of War ED was the first one. I will pull up the image momentarily.
Yeah, Gears of War, really, I don't ever really get, super excited about Gears of War. I'm happy to see it, and when it comes out, I'll probably play it maybe a month or so later. It's not a day one thing for me, ever, but I've played through the main games, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I think, is all we've had, right? I haven't played Judgment, I haven't played, any kind of spin-off or anything, but I know what I'm getting when I go into a Gears of War game, and that's good enough for me, you know?
Yeah, I think this one was at the very beginning and at the very end, and I think it showed well. I like these games a lot. I think they're very good quality. Them taking it back to the prequel territory is a good idea, just like an easier jumping in point. All the characters you love are there, and all that good stuff.
This is, so if I remember right, Gears of War Judgment, which I haven't played, that is a prequel as well. So is this prequel before that one?
Yeah, this is when the Locust first attacked. I'm pretty sure Judgment is early on in the war with the Locust, but I think they're already there. So no, this is cool. It looks interesting. It looks good. By the way, I need to share the tier list with you, what the actual rankings are. But S is masterclass. Excuse me. I'm gonna look it up. Look at me not being prepared at all for the thing that I invited you to do.
It's good. It's good.
But yeah, we have S through D tier. I'm gonna quickly go over here and do that. Where are you thinking, without knowing the parameters, where are you thinking this one is going so far? And we're going as far as an announcement, a thing at a showcase. Not necessarily I think this game's going to be this tier of a game, but
we're going specifically on the showing itself.
On the show, the presentation. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So for me, I would say this is a B, because it did look good, but it wasn't something that was oh, I'm going out of my way to play that. This didn't change my mind on what Gears of War is. I am coming into this as hey, you know what? It's Gears. It's good. I'll play it at some point. It's not a must play for me right now.
Yeah, so I just shared into the chat what it is. S is masterclass, A is excellent, B is great, C is good, and D is sicko. Not necessarily derogatory. But I would lower mine to C. You think for C, as far as your excitement. Say we're gonna probably have to meet in the middle, because I'm looking more at an A. I thought it was good. I thought it looked amazing, and Gears is back, and I'm very excited for it. So I think we'll just settle on B, because between the two of us, that makes a lot of sense. So Gears of War E-Day is where that one will be at. Next up on our list, Fable was shown off again. We know it's now 2027, but they showed off apparently the main villain of the game, a little bit more of, it's Haley Atwell, by the way.
Well, that's the thing, is
we saw a couple
Haley
villains.
Atwell? That's the thing. Is she the number one villain? Because I'm not sure. I think it's Jack of Blades who was teased at the end there.
Maybe it's
Uh,
both. We don't know yet, but that game
yeah,
is confirmed for February 23rd, 2027. Again, they continue to have an amazing cast, and the game looks really good and intriguing. I understand not releasing it in November because don't do that.
yeah,
But I'm excited for. I've always been excited for this game, especially in the
yeah.
developer direct earlier this year. I was very intrigued by what they showed off. So this is a positive for me so far.
Mhm. I have been waiting for this game for like 7 years now. Like I think 2019 is when we really started getting the like the big leaks that Fable was happening. Like we've been waiting for this for so long that I'm fine waiting a few more months. But man, I was so disappointed when I heard it got pushed to February. This trailer might be up there with the best the game has looked so far. I think it looked amazing. It was like they showed a bunch of stuff that they haven't shown yet. A lot of things in there that we know Fable to be. Like I think this was the first time we actually saw a demon door in there. Um, Haley Atwell as being in this game is really cool. I didn't even think it was her for the longest time. It just doesn't really look like her to me. Maybe I'm just too used to the Peggy Carter hair, but I do like her, so I'm very excited to see how she does in this. Yeah, just more Fable makes me so happy. I would go at least an A, and if you want to go S, I'm totally down with it. I thought it looked great.
Yeah, I was thinking S as well. Just because, yeah, they really came out swinging with like the 25-year pillar of Xbox things at the very beginning, and
Mm-hmm.
this one worked a lot for me. So we're agreeing that's going to go into S tier.
Oh, yeah.
An excellent showing of that video game. All right, after that we have again the last pillar of Xbox, Halo Campaign Evolved. Got showed
Mm-hmm.
off. We have a release date of July 28th. And they showed off some of the prequel missions, which is the new stuff being added to the game uh, on top of the original campaign remake, sort of an idea. So, how'd you
Mm-hmm.
feel?
Yeah. So for Halo Campaign Evolved, I have not cared at all. I like Halo. I really do. I've played this game so many times in the past, and another remake for it, remaster, remake, whatever, just doesn't excite me. Like, and I'm glad that it's getting the gameplay updates and everything, but going into this game, cool. I'll play it at some point. That being said, this trailer was really good. They had a very good showing some of that new content that wasn't in the game before was really key, I think, to like drumming up some excitement going into this July release date. With that being said, I would probably say it was an A because at the end of the day, it's still Halo One, but there's new stuff in there that's like, okay, this does look like it's going to be the definitive way to play this game, and it's not just because it's the newest version of the game.
Yeah, showing was very good. Again, showing that new stuff was a smart idea. For me, though, it's like a B. So we
Hmm.
can do one or two things. We can put it at the top of B or the back end of A. And again, the only reason is because I'm with you. I've played this game so many times. Yes, it
Yep.
looks nice and new, but we don't know
I'm,
price yet. But the idea of paying, $50 for, a 6 hour campaign with, I'm like, I was just hoping they would announce multiplayer. I know it's called Campaign Evolved. I know they never
mhm.
promised that, but if they just did the multiplayer as like a surprise, like, oh, we've got 5 maps, we'll add more later on, that would have been so much cooler for me.
Yeah, it
So
is still ridiculous that there's no multiplayer in this.
yeah.
But yeah, I would go with B.
All right, I'll
That's
put it
fine.
top of B because you wanted an A, so I'm gonna give it some respect and move it up there in
Cool,
front of
cool.
Gears. All right, next up was I did not know what this was until like damn near the end of the trailer, but I'm actually
Oh,
excited because
really?
I like the series quite a bit. Uh,
Mhm.
Resonance: A Plague Tale Legacy uh, uh, got announced for August 27th, 2026. Don't listen to what's in here. And it is. I mean, I don't know what it is. Like, here's the thing. I like the Plague Tale games. I know what those games are about. I don't know what is happening in this video game, but I like
Okay.
the series, so
Yep.
that's interesting.
I love both of the Plague Tale games that have already come out, and I'm super excited for this. I knew right away what this was because they actually announced this game last year, I want to say, and I've been looking forward to it since then. Seeing that it's coming out so soon here, just a couple months away, that is awesome to me. So you're playing as Sophia. She was the like pirate girl that was like the companion in the last game, A Plague Tale Requiem. She You like went to her and she like helped you through the thing. I'm I haven't like looked into the story of this. I'm guessing this is a prequel. Like this trailer really made it look like it was her like getting into pirating and everything. So I'm guessing that's what this is about. So there's no Amicia, no Hugo, but I at the end of that trailer, I don't think it was rats that were like coming at her. I thought it was like bats or something. I haven't looked back at it yet, but it looked like things were like flying at her. So I was wondering if maybe they were changing the plague from a rat plague to some other kind of animal, like a bat plague. I think that would be really cool.
A different threat.
Yeah. This also looks like a different way to play the game. So the previous two games have been very stealth focused because you're playing as a teenage girl. She can't really fight her way through everything. But with Sophia, she's like stabbing people, doing all these combos and everything around them. I'm excited to see how this combat plays. Overall, I thought this was an easy A. Just because I still have a lot of questions about it, and if it's only coming out in 2 months, I do wonder like what's going on here. Like they didn't do a good enough job of like really explaining why does this game exist. Like what I get that it's Sophia, there is the connection to the previous game, but why do we need this when Amicia and Hugo's story both ended in Requiem? What does this add?
Yeah, just going on the Game Informer thing, it does say it is an action-oriented prequel. So yeah, that's cool. But yeah, it doesn't. I guess it doesn't necessarily have to matter to the main story. But yeah, I don't know if this has anything to do with that at all. I guess we'll have to see very soon. So what do you think? You said you were thinking A.
Yeah, I was thinking A because the game does look great, but I came out of that trailer still like with a lot of questions, and if the game is so close, I want to have as many of those questions answered as possible.
Okay, I'll go with A on that one because yeah, I'm with you. That's the funny thing. I was talking in a Discord with somebody about like, oh, how do you think about this weekend of announcements? It's like, man, they are announcing everything that's coming out before GTA 6 because they know if they talk about anything afterwards, no one gives a hell. No one gives a hell.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit.
Exactly.
So yeah, we're getting a lot of games that are coming out very soon. So I'll put it in an A. I agree with that. I think it looked interesting. Next up on the list is finally got a release date. Hey, again, I shout out to giving me release dates for games because that's why I come here most of the time. Persona 4.
That was a really big deal, and this is we did get a ton of release dates, or at least release windows. Like a lot of these games we had no idea on before.
Dates or windows. But yeah, Persona 4 Revival has been shown off February 27th, 2026, or 2027, I believe. Yeah. So that one's coming out
Game
next year.
Informer did not do a good job with their their years. Whoever wrote this thinks that it's still 2025.
Which is fair. I think that all the time. But yeah, Persona 4 getting shown off. They've now remade all of them, I believe, except for the original ones. Interesting. I mean, they showed actual gameplay this time instead of like 30 seconds of the main guy walking down the street or whatever. That's the thing. Is like I like Persona 4. I don't know what about a remake or revival is needed because I just don't remember it needing a lot of help. It's an exciting announcement. It's not a thing that gets me hyped up as much as maybe another announcement that we had in a similar realm this time. But that's cool. Because this thing like Persona 3 was like a PS2 game, so that makes sense. This one, I don't know, doesn't feel to me like it needs one. But again, it will be exciting and people will jump all over this. So
I'm going to completely just pass it off to you here because I'm not a Persona guy. I've played like 1 or 2 hours of Persona 5 and that's it. So this is just not something that I didn't look at this and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to get into this. It's just not my game.
It is good. I will give, based on my scale, B is great, C is good. I'm going to go C. Again, not saying it's bad. That's a good announcement. It's just I didn't see anything new and interesting there. I do like the game. You're just showing me a thing I already like. It's like, okay, cool. Like, what else?
My thing is, though, it's like, didn't Persona 4, like, recently get re-released or something? Like,
so there was the Persona 4, the original release, and then there was Golden, which is the one that most people play. But did it get...
Are those different games?
I think it's like...
Is Golden a different game?
Golden is like, I think, more content. I think it's... I've only ever played Golden, so I can't talk about the original.
Gotcha.
But I think it's like with Persona 5, they did a Royal where they just added like an extra 30 hours to the game. I think Golden is similar
That's
to
my
that.
thing though.
Golden's
Is
more content,
Golden
yeah.
didn't Golden like come out like 2 or 3 years ago?
No, Golden was out on Vita, I think, back in the day. Like it's that
Okay.
old. I mean, it might have come into a
I
new platform recently, but it is an
yeah,
older game.
maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yep.
Okay.
No problem. I am just going to Twitch. Hopefully, we don't lose everything on the screen. Okay. Next up, a shout out to Yules in the chat, by the way. Yeah, Golden was more content. That is confirmed.
Thank you, Leo.
Next up, one I'm excited for. I've been waiting on
Baby,
this
I'm
bad boy
so
for a
excited
while.
for this.
State
Yes.
of Decay 3 got showed off once more. I believe. Do we have a release date? We have a release year, 2027. So it should be one of the big hitters for next year. Showed off some, the co-op zombie stuff. Maybe it's 4-player co-op. I think there were 4 people in that car at a certain point.
They did show 4 people when the bloater was like shooting the stuff at them. There was the player that was staring ahead, and then 3 people jumped out of the way.
Yeah.
So I think it's 4 people.
I am a sick. State of Decay 1 and 2 are some double-ass video games. But the idea is so good. I'm like, I don't care that, these aren't AAA $100 million games because the idea is so fun and good. So I'm hoping, again, more time, more money. Let's expand this out. But regardless, I'm going to play it. I adore the series. So.
I'm right there with you. I absolutely love these games. I think this game, very obviously, we've seen that jump forward in quality now that Undead has been under the Xbox umbrella for like 8 years now, I want to say. State of Decay 2 was a big jump forward, and this one looks to be taking an even larger step forward. Getting that 2027 like release year window, I am completely fine with that because before I was like, I don't know if this game's coming out by 2028 because we just had not heard much on it at all. Like all we had heard was that, oh, hey, there's no zombie animals in this, like the original trailer showed, which still kind of disappointed me. I think that would have been a really cool idea, but still, this game looked great. They showed like a ton of plague hearts. I'm guessing they look different, so maybe they're calling them something different this time. But I thought the game looked great. I thought the gameplay was really something, and I just cannot wait to get my hands on this.
All right, tier wise, I'm thinking probably an A.
I would say A.
Personally, yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't a top spot for me, but it was definitely something that I was like, oh, this is looking very good, and it's getting me excited. I don't know. It's like right there with Resonance. Like you could go above or below it for me. I think they kind of tied.
Yeah, I mean the tiers don't necessarily have rankings unless I'm being a weird stickler. So they're all just 8 tiers. Next up is Sea of Thieves. Got an update. They showed off custom seas. Here's the thing. I like Sea of Thieves. I have a good time with it. This one.
I don't.
I love. Well, I have specific people who like to play Sea of Thieves, so it is fun to play Sea of Thieves with people who know what they're doing. As far as an announcement here, though, again, it's good. The game gets more content. That's neat and everything. But we've had some announcements during the Xbox showcases where it's like Monkey Island or Pirates of the Caribbean, and like that's just a more interesting announcement. Again, the game is good. I'm not saying the game is bad, but as far as an announcement, like custom stuff is, cool, but that doesn't get me excited as seeing Jack Sparrow. So for me, it's like it's going to probably be D tier is what I'm thinking. That's why I'm saying it.
Yeah. So I have not played Sea of Thieves, I don't know, in 5 years maybe. It's boring to me. I don't have fun sailing. I've talked about it a lot over on Game Sandwich. Like I just don't like sailing games. It doesn't matter who I'm playing with. But when I'm just sitting there on a ship waiting to go somewhere, and it's like, okay, kind of turn the wheel to the left now. Okay, now kind of to the right. That game just has not ever been able to like really capture me. But that being said, like the Pirates of the Caribbean and Monkey Island stuff, like when those were announced, I was like, oh, that is legitimately really cool. That is awesome content, and I'm so happy for the people that are playing that, even though I didn't try it myself. This one, I was like, man, I'm just ready for this to be over. I don't care. So I'm right there with you. This is a D.
Yeah, that's a D. Not saying Sea of Thieves is bad. It's just that is an announcement that is super exciting. Next up on the list, we had Metro 2039 shown off again. We now know it's in 2027, but this was the first look at gameplay after being announced maybe about a month or so ago. So Metro has had a new sequel. We're doing another Metro, everybody. I've played multiple of, I think all of these games, and I like it for about an hour or two, and then I never finish any of these video games. So watching this trailer is like, yep, that's another game that'll play for 2 hours and then never finish. So I don't know, maybe if you have more positive things to say about the series, besides it looking very pretty, I just don't care personally.
Yeah, I played the first one for maybe a half hour, and I got to a spot where like I couldn't progress forward. It was like one of those situations where the autosave like put me in a spot where I was like constant. I had to like go into this area where I needed the gas mask, but my filter was out, so I kept going in and just dying, and I couldn't do anything about it. This, yeah, it looked like a Metro game. I would honestly put it down in D because it didn't do anything to be like, yeah, no, this is the one. This is the one, John. You're gonna like this one. You need to get into the series for this game. Like, nah, I don't think so. At all.
I'm gonna give it a little bit of love and do C, because I don't think actually do I no I don't actually care that much. I'm gonna put it at the top of D tier because again I'm sure it'll be fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move on.
You don't need to worry about hurting Metro's feelings.
I don't know. It's a very popular book series, apparently. Next up on our list, this one. Ooh, this was cool. I think our first like indie title, sort of shown off. But Bad Magpie, release date of next year, 2027. You are a magpie with one wing, a missing flock, and an unhealthy obsession with a fallen star. Steal shiny trinkets, cause chaos, and stick your beak where it doesn't belong. Yeah, this just looked like a game where you're like a little sick freak and you're running around having fun. And I do like little sick freak games.
So when I was watching this, the only thing I could think of was Untitled Goose Game. The entire time while I was watching this, just go around, cause chaos, and just be a menace. And for that, I would say it was a B. The art style I wasn't really getting into. I don't know. The look of the game just doesn't look that great to me. But the game did look pretty fun, and I believe it was a Game Pass game, so it's definitely something I'm like, okay, yeah, when that comes out, I'll definitely give it a try.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like a little weird, a little weirdo game once in a while, and this one looked intriguing. So, yeah, I mean, this starts with like what you causing a fire, like a forest fire, and killing a bunch of flowers. Oh, come on, guys, let's have fun. Yeah, that's B for me as well. I think that'll be a fun time. Next up on our list, it's so funny because in the last video, some anime Souls-like game was being shown off, and I was like, man, I don't care about any of these games. I'm like, you know, I like the Fallen Feathers one, okay, but then there's this one, and there's, you know, Wu Chang, and then there's Wo Long, and lo and behold, Wo Long 2 got shown off at the Xbox thing. And yeah, let me tell you, that is a Koei Tecmo Ninja Theory. These guys just make one of these games every single year, and I just don't understand how they keep doing it. I mean, obviously they do well enough because they literally put out one a year, but man,
it's got to be a bigger thing in Japan than it is here, because I swear I never hear anyone talk about these kind of games.
We gotta think like even like they all review like 70s to like low 80s, like Neos.
Yeah,
all review like they all review. I just don't know. I had a guy at work who played Wo Long 1. It was like, it's really good, and I'm like, all right, buddy, cool. I hear you, neat. Yeah. But yeah, I can't care about these games, and I like Soul stuff, but these specific Souls likes I do not get down with. Congratulations for a sequel to the thing I made fun of the day before, but that's
right. Yeah, I'm sure Aiden will play it at some point because he's really in the Souls likes. I don't care one bit. This is easy D for me, but if we're like just going on like the actual like the game didn't look bad or anything by any means, so I could be persuaded for C, but I just don't care.
That's fine. I'm going D. I do not care, and I also do not like the art style of those games. They're so brown and gray, not in a gross way, but in a way that I just don't enjoy looking at. But yep, that's going to go into D tier just because I made fun of it yesterday, so I'd be a hypocrite not to do it today. Next up, a little game where you run a cult called Join Us. No release date on this one. Start a doomsday cult of your very own. Recruit followers, build your compound, customize your cult's beliefs, and defeat enemies in this 1 to 4 player co-op action-packed open world survival experience. reading that definition, it sounds like State of Decay, but with less interesting. No, the cult thing is interesting,
The cult
but
thing was
it looks like a
interesting,
less
and
interesting State of Decay to me, gameplay wise.
yeah, when I was watching the trailer, I was thinking Goat Simulator.
Yeah, a little
It
goofy.
just kind of,
Yeah.
yeah, a little more goofy. You interact with the people around you. You're trying to bring them into your cult. Like I'm not saying it was like a straight up Goat Simulator thing, but it gave me those vibes. That's the kind of like seriousness I'm expecting from this game going in. Um, the whole conversation around a cult in America and a game being made on that in 2026 was kind of interesting. But
I mean, it's funny because the setting looks exactly like Far Cry 5. It's like, oh, we're going to Montana again. Is that what we're doing here?
yeah, I think it was Kevin. He just like straight up asked, "Is like, oh, is this Far Cry 5?" Essentially, I'm like, the guy on the cover here looks almost like exactly like Joseph Seed, so that's a fair thing to think. I will say the game. I was interested in the game. I would only play this on Game Pass. This is not a game I would probably go out of my way to buy. Um, but there were aspects of it that I was like, you know what, I could give that a try next year or whenever it comes out. I would say C.
You want to go see? And we could do that because, yeah, even though it looks like a thing that's a big, yeah, if it was free and I had, again, if you have friends and you can get on here and jump around, I think that could be a.
It's definitely a game I could see all of us at Game Sandwich streaming at least once.
Yeah, that could definitely be the case. All right, next up, pretty big surprise for me, Senua. It's just called Senua this time. You play as Senua, but it's a different style of game. Described as an out-and-out action adventure game. So we're getting a Hellblade sequel in the same world, new idea, but it's action with Senua. So she is back. That is a brand new game. I was like, is this going to be an update? Is this no? We are making a new Senua game in this world.
Figured that this was going to be a new game when I was watching it because that combat was very different from what we've seen in Hellblade in the past. And I'm glad to see that because Hellblade 2, I liked it. But as I was playing, I was like, this is like the exact same game that we played before. There were no improvements really to the game. They just made a new story and they like really doubled down on all the things that made the first Hellblade really great. But they didn't like shore up any of its downfalls, which was in its combat and just like the exploration in general. So I was very happy to see that they're going a different direction with this. I still don't understand exactly like what's an out and out action adventure game. I don't know what that means. And the whole like it's a different style of game, so we're taking Hellblade out of the title. I was like, I hate this title. I hate that it's just called Senua. Just call it Hellblade 3. Like just first you did Hellblade Senua's Saga? Or was that
Senua Saga is 2.
Okay, so Senua's Sacrifice was 1.
Is 1.
And then they go Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2. And now they're just going Senua. I'm like, I hate the naming for these games.
Yeah, they're a little all over the place. My biggest surprise was just the timing because when they showed Hellblade 2 for the first time, it was at Game Awards when they were announcing
2019.
When they were announcing the Xbox Series and they showed it then, and then Hellblade 2 came out in 2024. So it took 5 years between showing that game and the game coming out. And now they're like, hey, 3 years after we made the last one, the new one's coming out. That's why I was so shocked. I'm like, there's no way they're turning this around because it took them forever to make the second one. But
which makes me really wonder like what's changing besides the combat here. Because that is a big difference in development time. Is this going to be just a smaller game? Are they not focusing as much on the motion capture stuff that they did before? It looked like they were. The like surround sound voices in her head, there was like only a little bit of that. Like that was not a big focus of this trailer. So I'm wondering, are they like maybe taking a step back there?
Or maybe they took so much time getting all the assets and stuff done that like, oh, now we have it. So now we can actually make a game faster because we're not starting from zero.
If that is the case, that's awesome. I know some people are like, oh, that's lazy to reuse your assets. I think it's very smart, and I love when games do that to get out a game faster than it should normally be. Because I made this muddy rock, and you're telling me that I can't just reuse it in this new game? Like, come on, fuck off. No, this trailer, I don't know. I think I'm still like coming off like a little bit of disappointment from the second game, and maybe I'm a little down on that. But I was thinking a C on this.
Yeah, I was thinking either probably B or C. I'm just going to look at the other, like, what's in the categories. We have Halo, Gears of War E-Day, and Magpie in B, and then Persona 4 Revival and Join Us in C. So
See,
it is right
with
in between
B,
those for me.
yeah, I could say bottom of B,
Or top of C, either one.
or yeah, I would go bottom of B because when I'm looking at these games, the games in C I'm looking at and I'm like, okay, these ones I'm not gonna play Persona. Join Us is like a thing that okay, I'm gonna give it a try for the heck of it. Senua is a game I know I'm going to play through, as are the other games in the B tier.
Okay, we'll do that. Throw that at the bottom of B tier for the moment. Next up, we got a game. Again, I'm like, oh man, a new Senua game. That's crazy. And then we go right into Doom: The Dark Ages,
Yeah.
Revelations, an expansion. This one is not a brand new video game. I was very curious. I'm
Yep.
like, are we turning these games around like that? But no, this is an expansion for Doom: The Dark Ages, July 7th, 2026. Where it is, yeah, I mean, you have a new weapon in the javelin. And it is, yeah, just an add-on expansion to Doom: The Dark Ages. Um, hey, look, I love Doom: The Dark Ages. I think Doom: The Dark Ages is my favorite of the three remake Doom games. So I am down for more of that video game that I liked.
Not my favorite, but I definitely did enjoy it. I love all three of those games. I think this coming out more than a year after the original game is it's been a bit of a wait for this. I am disappointed to lose the shield. I love the saw shield. I thought that was so cool in the game, but the spear looks good here. Um, yeah, I'm. It's something I want to play. Uh, yeah, I see Doom, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm definitely going to play this.
Mm-hmm.
This is the most. This is a Doom trailer of all time. It,
We are
yeah,
dooming.
we are dooming.
So yeah, I'm thinking between B and C.
I would go B.
We'll do B. Yeah, we can do B. That's fun. Because I was like, are we really getting new games in these series like a year afterwards? Like that's wild stuff.
Mhm.
But all right. Next up,
Yeah,
oh, go ahead.
like I said, been a bit of a wait for the expansion, so that is kind of disappointing. But to know that it's coming out in a month, like exactly a month,
Yeah.
uh, that's really cool.
Speaking of things we've been waiting for, Crazy Taxi, they finally decided to show it off. Crazy Taxi World Tour is back.
But,
No, don't worry about it, John.
but being made with generative AI, come on, man.
I wonder what part specifically there. So I actually saw an interesting article. By the way, yeah, so Crazy Taxi's coming out next year. A brand new game. You seem to go around the world because it's called World Tour.
Yep.
The interesting thing about that was obviously like you don't like when people use Gen AI to make games because it's like, what are we doing here? I've
Mhm.
noticed someone made a trend that like a lot of games made in Asia seem to have those warnings on a lot of their games because like in development they're like we don't, there's not a stigma apparently they're like they all do it and then they don't use Gen AI in the game but they use it to help make games and then they supposedly give it the real stuff whenever it comes out. And it seems like every game made from like an Asian publisher does this, and they're just like, yeah, we all do this. It's not like Sega specifically. Was, yeah, we do it for all our games. Like, what's the big deal? I wonder if
Do
it's
they
just
though?
a cultural thing. Like they don't give a shit compared to people
Dude,
in
I
America
don't
care a
feel
lot.
like they do it with every one of their games
I
though.
think
Like with Sega, we're not hearing about the Persona with that.
no,
Sega's the publisher for that.
no. There was
We don't.
another game this weekend. I think that had the AI warning about it being used
Mm,
during development. It might have been a second game. I don't remember. But there was more games this weekend that were announced that were like, yeah, we're doing it as well. And I again believe they were Asian-based publishers. Not saying it's an
mm.
excuse, but I'm just wondering if they don't give a shit and we care. But outside of that, are you excited for Crazy Taxi? I
I'm a
know
lot more
obviously
excited
that
before
hampers
the
it.
AI
Yeah,
thing.
that can hamper it.
That's a
So
big hamper for it.
yeah.
Um, because now I'm like, because before I was like, okay, this doesn't look like it's going to be like the world beater Crazy Taxi game that like put this back on the map or anything. It looks like it'll be fun though, and like they added some new things in there. Like there was a instance where like he's delivering pizzas and there was just like a giant tower of pizzas in the back car or the back seat. Um, can't get over the AI thing. It's
That's
like
fine.
after hearing that, I'm just like,
Yesterday we put
know.
we stuck Stranger Than Heaven into D tier because of the whole Tupac Estate bullshit thing
that
going
was
on.
insane.
So if we just want to be like
I would go D. Yeah.
until y'all prove otherwise, that's fine for me.
Until you're more open about what you're using that AI for, because their statement is still very. All they said is not voice actors or the performances. So it's like, okay, but what are you doing in the rest of the game with it then? Like they're very much like, yeah, don't look over here. Over here is fine though. Like I don't trust it one bit.
That's fair. Next up, it's not on the list because it's a hardware announcement, but Xbox 25th Anniversary Collection, translucent or whatever see-through consoles that are green. No price yet, but I'm sure it'll be very expensive. But that's cool. Yeah, just neat little thing that they did there. Next up, Age of Empires Anniversary Edition. I think it was like two. Hold on, let's see here. I think there's two new civilizations: the Vikings and the Scots. So yeah, just new stuff. Here's the thing: I'm not necessarily like super excited about this announcement. These games are good though. I've always enjoyed Age of Empires every time I've played them. So it kind of feels like there's some of these announcements like that's a good game. I'm not hyped, but like that's good stuff. So
I've never played Age of Empires. I did play. What was the mythology one?
Age of Mythology.
Age of Mythology. Yeah. I played that remake a couple of years ago, I want to say, and I really liked that. That was good, but I've never played Age of Empires.
They're good.
So
I would suggest this one, to be honest with you.
For me, didn't do anything for me, but since you've played them, I'll let you decide where it goes.
As far as announcement, that's like a C. Like, yes, these games are good. I'm not overly excited about that announcement, but these are good games, and if you haven't played them, you should, because they are well-made video games. Next up, Minecraft Dungeons 2, coming out September 29th, and nobody leaked that information beforehand. Yeah, we are getting a follow-up to a game that me and my son like a lot. Minecraft Dungeons 2. Here, we'll drag that one over here. Coming out pretty soon. What do you think?
I played this game 2 years ago.
Oh, nice.
And I was working on the Minecraft team, and I got to play a very, very early build of it. And obviously, I can't say too much with NDAs and all that. But yeah, I think you can expect this game to take some good steps forward from the first game. I still don't necessarily think that it's not gonna like ever contend with like Diablo or something if that's like your main action RPG. But I think for like you and your son, like families playing this is awesome. Friends can get together and play this, and it's gonna be fun. Yeah, I would say B for this. Like, it was a good showing.
Yeah, I'm with B on that because I love these games. Do you want to play Diablo but with a co-op with a kid or something? Yeah, Minecraft Dungeons is very good.
Super simple to get into. It's not like something that you're gonna have to become a fucking. You're not gonna need a doctorate to understand how to make its builds and everything. It's a family-friendly action RPG, and I think there's not enough of that. Like, are there other ARPGs like that? Like, I can't think of any right now.
I'm sure there are 3 of them in Roblox being made right now, but I do not personally know of any.
Okay, but real games.
Yeah, real games. Yeah, not that I can think of. Especially, I would say again, if you've ever been to, your arcades, like your Main Event, Dave and Buster, whatever you have in your local area, the Minecraft Dungeons 1 arcade cabinet, very cool.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. That's awesome.
4 players on a big cabinet. It's really neat.
Cool.
Very cool. Putting that one in B. Next up, announcement of a new video game, Magicians, The Devil's Deal, multiple magicians. Comes out next year in 2027. You play as a spellcaster who performs tricks with a white tip wand, deck of cards, first person game. Kind of looks like Dishonored art style wise, but yeah, you are a magician who is tasked with beating the 5 people who sacrificed you, and the devil's like, hey, get out, or what. I don't know what the game actually is, but I'm intrigued. It does look interesting.
This might be the surprise showing of the summer for me. Like, every showcase so far, this was the biggest surprise to me. This looked great. I am so excited for this. I would easy S. Like, I was so impressed by this. They gave me those Dishonored vibes. It gave me some Bioshock vibes. Both of those are like some of my favorite series of all time in video games.
Same.
I thought that this was an amazing, absolutely splendid showing for this game. Just coming out of nowhere, had no expectations for this. I thought it looked great. I cannot wait to see more on this.
Yeah, it's always you get a little bump if it's a surprise and like a completely new thing that we've never heard of before and that looks neat. I'm with you. I'm willing to give you S. You know, there's not enough stuff in the S tier. We need to reward that cool stuff.
Absolutely.
That kind of reminds me. I don't know if you'll know this offhand. There was also a card-based combat game that was showed, I think maybe 2 years ago at an Xbox thing, where I think you like did magic by like throwing like tarot cards down or something like that. It looked really, really neat, and I just haven't heard anything about it in a while. So I'm just like,
I can't think of it right
I'll
now.
think about it. But it was, I just like the idea of using magic is real in real life. So let's go do the magic stuff. Next up is a game that John won't like, but a lot of people will. What if Napoleon was a first-person Souls-like? Valor Mortis was shown off here.
What if Napoleon, but Lies of P?
Yeah, first person. I think them doing I don't know if it's like full Lies of P Souls-like. I don't think it's actually that punishing.
I don't.
But I do like the idea and the setting, man. First-person action adventure and like in a weird Napoleon fucking post-apocalypse, weird body horror stuff's going on. I like that.
So I do think this was shown off before somewhere.
Yes.
I don't remember where, but I very vaguely remember seeing this somewhere.
It was at PAX East this past year, for what it's worth. I know you didn't go with it, but it was there.
Yeah, gotcha. For what it is, I do think that the whole aspect of playing as Napoleon in a Souls-like game is hilarious and kind of interesting. Because like the voiceover was like talking about like your empire and everything, and I was like, "Hey, this is interesting." I'm not gonna lie.
It's also
I'm not gonna play this.
Oh yeah,
I'm not a Souls-like. I don't care one bit about playing this. As for what it is, I thought it had a good showing.
Yeah, another September game, by the way, September 24th. And it's made by the people who made Ghost Runner. Also very good games if you've never played Ghost Runner. Those are Mirror's Edge, but you get to kill people, basically, is what those are. I liked it a lot. This game is very good from everyone I know who's actually gotten hands on it. I'm going to throw this one in A tier.
Go for it.
Shout out to these people over here having a good time. Next up, we got two announcements back to back in our rundown of just more updates. Elder Scrolls Online got an announcement of more Elder Scrolls Online, and then Fallout 76 also got an announcement of more Fallout 76. Again, good stuff, good games. Those people need their content. I don't personally care.
I would say both of them are D tier.
That's what I was thinking too.
Neither of these were like expansion, right? It's just like small updates.
I think 76 was like an infestation. I don't know about a full expansion, but like an update or something new to do.
Let's see. The Infestations update is out now for free everywhere Fallout 76 is playable. And it's got new legendary weapons and mods. Okay, yeah, cool. I'm not going back to Fallout 76 for that.
No, again, the people who like these games will have fun. Adam and John do not care.
No. So yeah, I think both of those are easy D tier. I'm kind of surprised. I've never played Elder Scrolls Online. I'm kind of surprised that the Thieves Guild wasn't already a thing.
I think they were there and then they took them out and then they brought them back. I think it was like it was here for a while.
Oh, so that's why it's back. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
A big fun thing. Another game that got a new update that's been out for a while. Let me move my thing down. Microsoft Flight Simulator got some national parks and things from the United States, celebrating that big 250, baby. That's what we're doing apparently.
Yeah.
But
I guess they didn't put it in the White House.
Well, maybe we can go there. I have no idea. Here's the thing: as these games are made for very specific people, and it is an excellent video game for people who like the people who are into these games are like, this is the best one, and they have a good time with it. Again, it's the thing we're just showing updates for a thing that maybe you don't care about. So you got to do it. You own it. You got to do it. But that's not always super exciting.
Yeah, I don't think I played this one. I played the previous one for maybe an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I did some flying above my town. Be like, hey, it's kind of the like Google Earth thing. Like, hey, I live there. But I don't. Yeah, it looked exactly like Microsoft Flight Simulator should. It looked like photorealistic. The like shots of all the different parks and everything. The Mount Rushmore thing was pretty cool to see. Yeah, I would probably put this in C.
Oh, C. All right, we'll bump it up to C because I put it in D initially, but we'll put it in C.
I do think that this had a better showing than like Fallout and ESO because I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting trapped in just how damn good the game looks.
Oh, it's gorgeous. The game
Like,
is really impressive.
yeah,
If you
yeah.
get a board, you should probably try that out at some point.
World Update 22. That's kind of insane to think of.
They're on it, man.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Where Winds Meet, which is a free to play. I think it's a free to play. It's one of these Asian games where like it's got 8 million players and I don't know a single person who plays it personally, but a ton of people do. But it's like an open world action adventure run around. I think people might be misremembering, so don't quote me because I'm not looking it up. I don't care that much. I think they're like it's sort of like Assassin's Creed but free to play in like this Asian continent kind of an idea. That's coming to Xbox. That's the big announcement here.
It's on there now.
Yeah, it's now on Xbox. So cool. Hidden Mountain expansion coming soon.
Cool.
Neat.
Throw it in D.
Yeah, that's not a one that I care about.
Yeah, no, not one bit.
Those people are very happy, but Adam is not one of those people. Next up, this is a good one. Let me tell you, when this game got initially announced, I think earlier this year, maybe late last year.
I think it was Game Awards.
Yeah, I feel like it was a Game Awards thing. We got a release date for Castlevania Belmont's Curse, October 15th of this year. Set 23 years before Castlevania 3, new protagonist, and it's developed by Evil Empire Motion Twin, people who made Dead Cells and Dead Cells Return to Castlevania specifically, which is the best part of Dead Cells if you have not played it. I'm so excited for this game because I'm not exaggerating. Dead Cells is one of the best games ever made. It is so good. It is excellent. And they were just like, and watching this game and watching the gameplay and stuff, it's literally like, hey, Dead Cells, do it Castlevania. But this one's not like a roguelike, I don't believe. I think it's just like a straight up normal action game. But they make such good games. I'm so excited for this one.
I played very little of Dead Cells. I did not give it as good of a shot as I probably should have. Most of that has to do with my hesitancy towards roguelites. Sometimes they catch me and they get me hard. Like Inscription got me really hard. Like I was hard for Inscription. I love that game. Other roguelites though, just if it doesn't catch me right away, it's kind of hard for me to like really get into it. That's my thing with Hades as well. Is like just not necessarily something for me. I've never played Castlevania either. I did think that it's kind of interesting that so what is it? Bloodstained, the like thing made by the original Castlevania guy. Mm-hmm. I felt that this game was kind of like Bloodstained was like kind of knockoff is a bad word for this. So let's say inspiration.
Yeah, I mean the guy who made Castlevania Symphony of the Night made Bloodstained to be Castlevania Symphony of the Night 2, basically. I think is the idea.
Yeah, but I was thinking like Bloodstained is that inspiration from Castlevania, and this kind of looked like a inspiration of Bloodstained to me, like art wise. I thought that was kind of interesting how they've kind of like gone back and forth now. It's probably not something I'm gonna play because, like I said, I've never played a Castlevania before, but I do think this looked really good. People that are into these games are gonna love this. They're gonna be all over this.
They love it so much because it's an S tier video game going straight into the S tier, baby. That's where it's going. And a game is going to be so good. I'm so excited.
A game that I have no interest in, and I was going to say A, so S sounds perfectly reasonable.
I absolutely love it. Next up, I'm going to say it. I know this is a real word. I don't know how to pronounce it. Vivarium is what I would guess. It is the sort of throwback 80s anime style Studio Ghibli looking game where you're a girl living in a terrarium, basically. And it is, again, very heavily inspired by anime of the 80s and 90s. So that gorgeous. One... Yes. Oh, it looks gorgeous so good. Game. Yeah.
The gameplay, it kind of looks like a cozy game. I think this is something that you'll probably get into. Because you're into cozy games, right?
I do like some of them. I'm a little conflicted. Yeah. Apparently, somebody I know is a voice actor in this video game, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I'm not allowed to like it because I'm biased.
Gotcha.
No, I'm just kidding.
Gotcha.
No, it does look cool, though.
It does look like something I want to give a try just for that art style. I don't know the gameplay that they showed. It was a lot of like walking around a town, interacting with the people there, and like doing some gardening. Not typically something that captures me, but man, I just absolutely love the look of this game. I think I do wonder, like, what was there was a thing at the end of the trailer. It was like talking about, can this tiny cage hold you, or
Yeah,
something
because you
along
were
those
like
lines.
in an abandoned looking house, sort of an idea. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it looks like you're like actually going to be trying to escape this place, and that interests me on a story level, because at first it looked like, oh, I'm so happy in my little town. Everything's so good. These people around me are so great to be around. I have my best friend, and then it does that. I'm like, oh, what's going on here? So this is something I definitely want to try out. Um, where would I put it though on the tier?
I'm looking at B or C probably.
Yeah, I would say B.
Okay.
Uh, I would probably put it behind Doom.
All right, very good. We can do that because yeah, that looks interesting. Again, the art style goes a long way, making it look so good.
Yeah.
Next up,
I
oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, just going on, like, that art style is enough for me to be interested in that game.
Yeah, for sure. Next up, a big announcement, and they showed you a color and nothing else, and that's more than enough for a lot of people. Persona 6 was officially announced as being created. Again, the color motif this time is green. Is that what we're doing over here? But very exciting.
It also, it was very graveyard, like cemetery themed as well,
Real
so it could
spooky
be
time.
a darker thing. I'll let you choose on this one because I'm not a Persona guy.
Yeah, I mean, they showed us absolutely nothing, but the announcement of a Persona 6 is a big deal. So I'm going to throw that one in S because the actual announcement itself
Really?
is. Oh yeah, Persona. Dude, come on, people love Persona. We all know this.
My question though is, were you surprised to get a Persona game?
Yes,
Like a Persona 6?
If I didn't pay attention to the leaks and rumors, then yes, I would have been absolutely surprised. I spoiled it for myself.
Do you think that this comes out?
No.
Since they showed like literally nothing. When is this coming out? Is this coming out in 28? 29?
Maybe 28, maybe 20. Like, this game is not anywhere. Well, I assume it's not anywhere close. No, this is not a next year game at all. Actually, I'll probably bump down to A for that because we know literally nothing about it. But the actual announcement is a big deal. It's sort of like when they, again, I don't care, but when they first showed Final Fantasy VII Remake, like that was a big ass deal regardless of when it was coming out because of what it was. And I feel like this is a similar level to that one.
I think A is fair.
Yeah, I think A works just fine. Next up, I think you might. I think you're excited about
Put
this.
him up there.
I think you're one. You're one of these guys.
Ecstatic. I am ecstatic for this. Spyro: A Realm Beyond. Spyro the Dragon gets a new game.
Spyro's back, baby.
The moment that Toys for Bob announced that they had left Xbox, or they left Activision, but they were still working with an Xbox thing, I was like, they're making a new Spyro game. I've known it. I've just known that this has been in the works for years now. And I wasn't necessarily sure that we were going to see it today. I was even less sure that it was going to come out next spring. That is awesome. So this doesn't look like it's going to be like a direct like continuation of the trilogy remake that Toys for Bob did 2019, I want to say, which is great. You should absolutely play that if you haven't. But it looked a lot more open world. You could freely fly around, shoot fire, it looked like. That does kind of worry me because Spyro games have tried that in the past, and it hasn't been that great. But I have a lot of faith in Toys for Bob. They made the best Crash Bandicoot game in It's About Time, which was also that same thing of, hey, the trilogy's here, let's make a new fourth game. Can't wait to see what this game ends up being. I hope it's great. I hope it's good. And I'm just so excited.
Yep.
I would say S tier for my own excitement, but I'm willing to hear your argument if you have another thing.
No, I mean, I like Spyro. I've got some nostalgia playing it back in the day. I think any game that's been gone for a long time that people like and coming back is definitely something that deserves at least an A, if not an S. So your excitement, we could throw that in S. That's fine.
Hell yeah.
Works for me.
Also, I want to point out just how good Spyro looks in general. That his wings have grown, and his face looks like more serious now, but still that cartoony look. I love the look of him here.
Yeah, I need to play the trilogy at some point. I think I downloaded it but never started it, so we will see.
Oh,
This one looks
so
cool.
good.
Next up, Clockwork Revolution is coming in 2027 as an Xbox console exclusive. They made a point to mention Gears and this one are console exclusives, just for what it's worth. Today's look revealed more of the game's cast, some additional gameplay, and a time travel mechanic that lets you travel 25 years in the past to change the past and manipulate the present. It's basically steampunk BioShock made by the people who made the original Fallout games.
BioShock Infinite.
Infinite. Yeah, there you go. But not in the clouds, down on the ground.
No, not in the clouds.
Real funny, real goofy, in a good way. I love In Exile. I played the Wasteland games. Again, they were, I think, some of the people who made those original Fallout 1 and 2 titles, if I'm remembering correctly. And this one looks cool. I mean, yeah, give me a weird steampunk world where I'm running around doing heist and going. I didn't even know we were going to be traveling back and forth through time. Like, that just came out of nowhere. Like, by the way, this is what we're doing here. Oh, it looks. It's an Atom-ass video game.
They didn't play. I think they implied the time travel when they first announced this game. This is easy S tier, I think.
Yeah,
I thought that this trailer was amazing. They did so many things look cool here. I was already super pumped for this game. I've never played an In Exile game, but this one, it just looks like everything about it. I want to give it a try. I want to jump into this world. I want to meet these characters. I want to get my hands on the guns here, mess with the time travel. I just want to do everything that's been shown to me so badly. I cannot wait to play this game.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm very excited. That'll be a big release next year and a tentpole because it being exclusive and everything. And what a perfect way to end the show. Oh no, wait, there was one more thing. They did do one more thing. They probably should have ended with Clockwork Revolution.
They should have ended it there. Yeah.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. Again, we can kind of groan and stuff about it. It is going to be the best selling game of the year. Like, you've got to promote it. It is what it is. Well, yeah, you're right. So it'll be top 3. I mean, not number 1 this year. But they did show off the DMZ mode, which was the extraction shooter that they tried back. Honestly, shout out to Call of Duty, because DMZ was a mode years before extraction shooters hit big console-wise specifically. And they're bringing it back as a new one. So, like, now that people have played Arc Raiders and some people have played Marathon, maybe this one will actually kind of work out better this time. Again, a weird way to end the show. I get it, but I will try out DMZ as long as it's free to play.
I think this was an awful way to end the show.
No, not my favorite way. No.
Ending last year on Black Ops 7 was an awful way to end it. And then they doubled up on that with DMZ of all things. Okay. Granted, I am not an extraction shooter fan. I don't like that game style. I've never had fun playing it. DMZ in Modern Warfare 3, was it? I thought was like the worst part of that game, and that game wasn't very good to begin with. This game, I have no interest in one bit. Easy D, I would go E if we had it. I just thought that this was an awful way to end the show and not a very good look at the game in general. This did nothing to make me want to play Modern Warfare 4.
Yeah, I'll throw it in D. Again, it's a weird way to end the show. I don't know why they put that there. I get it. Call of Duty's a big deal, but yeah, that's a weird interest. I don't think it's going to be bad, but just I don't think that's a good placement for that one. So that is officially everything that was announced at the Xbox Games Showcase for 2026. Still no power. Oh, no, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. Really quick, just going through S and D tier. S tier was Fable, Magicians, The Devil's Deal, Castlevania Belmont's Curse, Spyro, A Realm Beyond, and Clockwork Revolution. In the D tier, which is for sickos and weird people, Metro 2039, Sea of Thieves, Wo Long 2, Crazy Taxi, Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls Online, Where Winds Meet, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. And then all the other stuff was in the middle, if you didn't pay attention. Funny thing, putting this whole thing together today, preparing for this show had only one less announcement than SGF, but was half of the time. So maybe we should do that more often. I don't know. That's just a me thing.
Yeah, Jeff has a notoriety for making shows that just drag on and on. Xbox though has been doing a very good job in recent years of their summer showcase. Like even when there's been a lot of these years where a lot of these games have just been promises. It's like, yeah, okay, here's State of Decay 3. You'll never know when it's coming out. Here's Fable. You'll never know when it's coming out. Oh, it's coming out next year. Okay, now it's coming up next year. Now it's coming out next year. That kind of thing. This is the first year where I think almost everything that we've had like a big promise for outside of the games that have been canceled in recent years, Perfect Dark and all that, uh, we finally like there's light at the end of the tunnel finally for these games that we've been waiting so long on.
Yeah, like I said, most of this showcase is like here's a bunch of games either coming out before Grand Theft Auto 6 in November or early 2027, or most of them. Some of them are just 2027. But yeah, a lot of this stuff, most of the show is like, hey, what can you play in the next 3 months? Which is like shout out. And again, most of this stuff is on Game Pass. So if you're one of
I
those
do
people, get
think
that.
this is the 2027 right now is shaping up to be a huge year. Like you can say what you want about 2025 and 26. Like these have there's been a lot of good games. Uh, there's some absolute bangers like set up to come out next year.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. But it'll be exciting. Thank you, John, again for
Absolutely.
joining me for this. Let everyone know what you do one more time before we sign off.
Yeah, I'm over on Game Sandwich. You can find us at gamesandwich.com. Subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/Game Sandwich Official. You can also find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/Game Sandwich Official, where we're playing a bunch of things. Actually, I think right now Aiden is over there streaming 007 First Light if you want to play a little bit of that.
Very good. Thank you once again, and have a good one, y'all.